Dear students, in this we will know that how the sodium hydroxide NaOH or caustic soda has been formed. NaCl, sodium chloride, is an essential ingredient for formation of sodium hydroxide. It means commercial production of sodium hydroxide is directly depend on the sodium chloride. In this sodium chloride, when in aqueous form, it means when it is mixed with water, that is also known as brine. Chemical, it is known as brine. And when electric current, when electricity is passed through it, then it dissociate. H2O dissociate and NaCl also dissociate to form NaOH plus H2 and plus chlorine gas. Sodium hydroxide is formed in aqueous form. Hydrogen gas which will collected on cathode and chlorine will collected on anode. These two gases are formed during this reaction. Sodium hydroxide is also formed. Now how it happens? So NaCl also dissociate into chlorine and sodium. H2O is also dissociate into H ion and OH ion. And a recombination of these things forms three products: NaOH, chlorine itself at anode, and hydrogen in form of gas at cathode. Now these three also very useful chemical substances. Sodium hydroxide is used in detergent and cleaning agent. It is also used in making artificial fibers. Hydrogen gas is used as a rocket fuel. It is also used in making artificial vegetable ghee, that is also known as margarine. And chlorine is also used to kill germs, water treatment plant, cleaning, cleaning swimming pools, making PVC pipes. So these are very important uses. That is why it has been formed. This next, this is also known as chloroalkali process, because by the electrolysis of brine, during the electrolysis of brine, sodium chloride and H2O breaks into NaOH, hydrogen and chlorine. That is why NaOH is an alkali substance, chlorine is a gas. So because during electrolysis of brine, a substance NaOH, that is alkali, and chlorine gas is formed. So it is also known as chloroalkali process. It is also known as chloroalkali process. Now chlorine is also used to form bleaching powder. In this, chlorine is used as a raw material for formation of bleaching powder. Next, we will know how the bleaching powder, next chemical important substance that is also a dependent product on sodium chloride, because due to the sodium chloride and electrolysis process, chlorine has been formed. Now this chlorine, which was the product of electrolysis of brine, will works and will help as a raw material for bleaching powder. So this is also depend on sodium chloride. Bleaching powder is used to bleach clothes, especially cotton and linen clothes. The hardness on those clothes, cotton and linen, is due to the bleaching powder. It creates hardness into the paper also too. Now when calcium hydroxide and chlorine both are reacted, it means when chlorine gas is passed through the calcium hydroxide, then calcium oxochloride, this is known as bleaching powder, and H2O are formed. Now this is also known as calcium oxychloride bleaching powder. This is also formed. Now calcium oxychloride or bleaching powder is used as a cleaning agent. It is also used in textile industries and paper industries. Dear students, you may see the difference between a tissue paper and a writing paper. When tissue paper be formed then it will collapse downwards. But the writing paper has some hardness. That hardness is due to the presence of calcium oxychloride. So it is also used in paper industry. It is also used in textile industries. Bleaching powder is also used as an oxidizing agent. It is very important ingredient for so many industries too. Next important chemical substance which is formed with the help of a sodium chloride is baking soda. Baking soda is a very common chemical substance used in bakery industries and in our day-to-day life. Almost each and every kitchen of our country contains baking soda. It is very common ingredient. Now, baking soda is also formed with the help of sodium chloride, when sodium chloride, water, carbon dioxide and ammonia, four things are reacted together, then two products are formed, that is NH4Cl and NaHCO3. NaHCO3, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. This is commonly known as baking soda, is formed. Now technically, if we go through this diagram, we can understand how the things are formed. Now brine is an aqueous solution of NaCl and plus H2O. When two gases are passed through it, carbon dioxide and ammonia, then in result we will get two products, NH4Cl and NaHCO3, and both are very useful substances. Ammonium chloride, that is a sublimate material, it used to form camphor, kapoor, and sodium hydrogen carbonate used for baking industries. These are formed. Now, uses of baking soda. Baking soda, NaCO3, is used to form baking powder. It is also used in soda acid fire extinguisher. It is used to make pakoras and so many things crispy. It is used in bakery industries. It is also used by milkmen to decrease the rate of formation of lactic acid. So milk may not become sour. So that is also very useful ingredient. Now NaHCO3, how it works, what happens when it has been heated? When sodium hydrogen carbonate is mixed with so many food items or in a bakery industries, then it heats along with those chemicals. When it has been heated, then it forms Na2CO3 along with H2O and carbon dioxide. Now this is sodium carbonate. Nature of sodium carbonate is basic and it's bitter in taste, but when NaCO3 heated, then three things forms: Na2CO3, H2O and carbon dioxide. Now due to the high temperature, H2O is also released in steam forms that increases volume, and carbon dioxide is also formed in gaseous form, so they both increases volume and expand that food ingredients, so that food ingredients becomes fluffy and the volume of that thing is rises. So in making bread, in making biscuits and so many things, baking industries, in making cake, baking soda has been used, and baking soda is also forms Na2CO3, sodium carbonate. Now this sodium carbonate also works and also helps to form washing soda.